As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Tokyo. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got this complete to James Cook. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Play action with Nix. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll give them a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Intercepted by Devin Bush. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Texas.
They bring their tight end left. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Dumped off to his running back. Jukes one defender. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They're now set for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets a feel on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shaheed coming in motion left. From the 25 on 2nd down. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. There it is, touchdown Las Vegas. The Blues get it down to a single point. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Blues tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go now. Viking, 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pearsall there to grab it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got a first to begin the frame. Now a give to Cook, running left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Buffalo 18. Check go.
From the 41. Escapes the pocket. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
Ready.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Unlock Ryan. Ready.
Trying it left side with Cook. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Go.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On the quick, right? Under.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Stroud. That's taken in by Etienne. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
An option give here to Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Hauled in by Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On play action, here's Stroud. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing on first down, Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. It's a gain of 22. And it sets up first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
70 Lions. 70. Hut, hut.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Cook calls it in. He's got a gain of 6 there. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop.
Hold the ready.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Reload. Reload. Ready.
Here's a give to Cook. Space to the left. He does it. Touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Blues earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Set. 70 range. 70 range. Get up.
Nix with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage scrimmage before they finally take him down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
18, Pioneer. Track at 60. Check go.
Nix from the gun. Connects with Cook. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready up.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Set. Curve 19. Curve 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Go.
Throwing here, Nix. And he's got it. That's a layup for a good touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right. Why, Tony.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 26 on 2nd down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to it. And that brings up 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Where's the hot?
They put a receiver in motion here left. They're looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown. The Blues cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Blues tie this game at 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 by 6. Come on, set.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go now.
Now Nix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. 79 Broncos.
Here's Nix. Finding Pearsall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Play action with Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
70. Let's go.
They'll throw again. Nix. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Punting unit out now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. That's taken on the 7. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now give, it's ETN headed left. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring it 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has it at the 7. He has the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. First and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Escapes out to the left. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
We've got a screen to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jordan hits, takes it away. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. A nice takeaway to
The end of the third quarter with the score.
First down, ball at the 36.
Set.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Warriors 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Stroud from the pistol. Etienne on the catch. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Stroud now on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
from the 27. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Nix with it on first. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And they'll have first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Viking, 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Take over.
Here's Cook. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
Another one for Cook. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Here we go, here we go. Go.
Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, they'll take over first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, Stroud. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Here we go, set.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They motion the tight end over. Now it's Cook. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Let's go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Crosses the 35. Still got more room. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them the first.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Now run by Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Cole Bishop. And the Blues have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Dump off caught by his back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Tokyo. Blues 14 points back. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the front, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a